Today we're going to look at writing linear equations, and specifically we're going to look at writing with what's called the slope and the y-intercept today. First, before we start, let's talk about what slope-intercept form is. Remember, we graph things in slope-intercept form, and that was anything of this form, where it's y equals mx plus b, where the m part represents the slope and the b part represents your y-intercept. So when we're writing equations of line and we're given a slope and a y-intercept, then I guess we could just plug it right into that slope-intercept form. And so if we look at that first example, we're given a slope of -5 and a y-intercept of 1. Remember, the y-intercept is the point 0, 1. And if it's given the slope and the y-intercept, well, slope-intercept form is mx plus b. And if my m is -5, then I can sub that in right in for m, so it'd be -5x, you always want to remember the x part, plus my b value is that y-intercept number, so that would just be -5x plus 1. And so if I'm given a slope of 2/5 and a y-intercept of -3, if I write out my slope-intercept form first, that means my m value is going to be 2/5, so it'll be 2/5 x. And then since the b value is -3, I'm just going to put -3 at the tail end, and that's it. That would be the equation of that line. Another form we look at, especially when writing linear equations, is what's called point-slope form. When you're given a point and you're given a slope, to be able to find the equation of that line. And here's what we use. Y minus y1 equals m, which represents slope, x minus x1. This is an equation that we use quite a bit, especially when we write equations of lines. In fact, if you get to upper level math, such as calculus or pre-calculus, when we write equations of lines, we use point-slope form quite a bit, where the m obviously represents the slope, and the other thing in there is this x1, y1, where the x1, y1 just represents some kind of point. So it makes sense. If we're given a slope and we're given a point, then it's going to be written in point-slope form. And then usually with these, is once we sub those in, we do want to eventually simplify so that it's back to slope-intercept form, which is what we're used to looking at with equations of lines. So let's take a look at a couple examples where we're writing the equation of a line given slope and a point other than the y-intercept here. So if we look at this first example, the slope is 4/3, and we're given that the line has to go through the point 2, 6. So we're going to call that x1, y1. So if I call that x1, y1, and I write my point-slope form down, y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1, and I plug those values in, y minus, well, my y1 is 6, my m is given as 4/3, so I'm going to plug that directly in. That's going to be in front of the parentheses there. And it's going to be x minus the x coordinate that's given, and the x coordinate that's given is 2. This would be what it looks like in point-slope form. But now I want to solve for y. If I were to solve for y here, the first step would be getting rid of those parentheses. So I would have to distribute that 4/3 to each term there. And so I get y minus 6 equals 4/3 x minus, well, if I take 4/3 times 2, that ends up being 8/3 overall. So it's going to be minus 8/3. And then lastly, to solve for y, I would want to get rid of that 6 by adding 6 to both sides. So if I add 6 to both sides, I'm left with y equals 4/3 x. When you're adding these last two terms here, I would recommend common denominator. So if I look at -8/3 and I were to add 6, well, if I multiply 6 by 3, that's the same as taking 18/3 and adding it. And so if I have common denominator here, negative 8/3 plus 18/3 gives me a total of 10/3, and that would be the equation of my line. So if I look at the next one over here, again, write out the point slope form. So y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1, y minus my y coordinate here is 3, my m is negative 2, x minus my x coordinate is negative 1. So if I minus a negative 1, that's actually going to be plus 1 inside. And so if I solve for y here, I distribute the negative 2 through. So I get negative 2x minus 2, and then getting y by itself, I would want to add 3 to both sides. And so my final answer would be y equals negative 2x plus 1. And that would be the equation of the line that has a slope of negative 2 and goes through that point, negative 1, 3. So I want you guys to take a moment, try this on your own. You can pause the video and refer back to the notes if you'd like. The bottom one's going to be a little tricky. It says x-intercept of 3, 0. That's not the y-intercept. So if it's an x-intercept of 3, that means it goes through the point 3, 0. Okay, so just use point slope form there. So good luck, pause the video, and try your best. So for the first one, if I write out my point slope form and plug everything in, let's see what we get. So the y coordinate here is negative 4, so if it's y minus the y coordinate, minus a negative 4 would actually be plus 4 in the equation. My slope is 2, so I'm going to plug that directly in for m. X minus my x coordinate, my x coordinate is 3, and so if I distribute the 2 through now, getting rid of those parentheses, I get y plus 4 equals 2x minus 6. Right, you got to distribute to both terms, and then subtract 4 to both sides. Final answer should be y equals 2x minus 10. And that would be our equation of the first one. If you tried the second one here, point slope form, let's write that out first. My y coordinate is 0, so I'm going to put y minus 0 equals, my slope is 1/2, and then it's x minus 3. And so the only thing we need to do here is really distribute that 1/2 through. And so I get y minus 0 is just y. On the right side, I'm left with 1/2 x minus, if I take 1/2 times 3, that's 3/2. And I can just leave it just like that. And that would be my equation. So, refer to Canvas for your practice for the day. And with that said, you guys have a great rest of your day.